Anything over 1,000.
Okay, so we're going to start with Sparky. Sparky, I know the original cost of Sparky was about $2,900, if I'm not mistaken. And Nepal, was yours around the same price? About $2,900, $3,000. Cryo's a little different. Anybody want to take a wager at Cryo's cost?
Over $10,000.
Cryo's suit, if I'm not mistaken, was $12,000. Is that correct? Right around $12,000.
Wow.
These costumes also sometimes are a labor of love. And when I say that, it means people have been working on building them and putting the characters together for over a year. When you want to go up and hug them, or scritch them, or embrace them, or whatever you're going to do, some things are appropriate and some things are not. Now, also we'll show you what their visibility is, but Kage, would you demonstrate to Nepal, look straight ahead, how you should not approach a fursuiter. What you should not do to a fursuiter. Yes, everybody else stand back except for Nepal, he's shaking. There is a reason for that, apart from the fact that I want Nepal around Sunday night. I want him to live through the convention. What we're going to do with Sparky and Nepal, Cryo I'm not going to use you because you have the visor. Kage, if you'll come on one side, I'm going to come on the other. We're going to demonstrate their field of vision. I'm going to do this with Sparky. We're going to take our hands, I'm going to stand behind them, we're going to take our hands, I'm going to move my fingers around their head, so is Kage, and they will raise their hand when they can actually see my fingers or Kage's fingers in their field of vision. Go ahead and start. Left hand up, right hand up when you can see them. Keep them up. Alright, this is what they are looking through. They cannot see anything to the side of where our fingers are right now. They are it's a very extreme case of tunnel vision. It's also extremely hot, and there's probably a lot of perspiration starting to flow in and around their eyes. They can't see. If you start running up to them and you can see their happy eyes, and you think they're looking at you, they may not be able to see you. Always approach a fursuiter directly from the front, never from the side, never from the back. Because if I were to grab Sparky right now, and he doesn't know who I am or what's going on, he may whack me with that really big tail and knock me over. So that could be dangerous. It's also dangerous for them. You notice if all three of you could put your feet up for just a moment, boots or paws or claws, you'll notice that they are, you can like lift them up, I'll hold you up so people can see. They're oversized. There you go. They're oversized. They have trouble navigating stairs, and they also have to walk in such a way that they don't trip over their own feet. So they have large strides. It's very easy for them to trip on things, especially if someone decides I'm going to be cute and I'm going to stand in front of them and start appearing magically in front of them. Which has happened. It's caused the fursuiter to fall over and crush them. That person is now a rug in my living room.
We have, this is important too, we have had injuries to fursuiters from well-meaning people running up and tackling them. You know, I have news for you. Anime is not real. If you run up and leap on somebody to hug them, you're going to injure them.
Now, I see a lion and a white key. Can you two come over here, please? You guys can step to the side real quick. Because these critters have something that I want to demonstrate. A lot of people like to hug fursuiters. Some people like to scritch them. Now, if you've ever heard the term scritching, you know it means scratching or rubbing. Part of the problem, especially with this fursuiter, but with the lion, he has a mane, so you'll stand face forward. Face forward. One of the things about these suits, some of them have long fur, and some people think, ooh, I would like to really scritch that. That causes matting and knotting in the fur. When this brushes, it will pull it out, and it will never grow back. Please remember, these are costumes, very expensive ones. Once the damage is done, it is permanent. It cannot be repaired without taking it apart and re-sewing a piece of fur in there. Fursuit builders will generally charge between $500 and $1,000 to do that. It is time-consuming, and it's expensive and laborious. If you want to hug them, Hugging them is okay. If you want to rub the fur and like act like a little animal, petting is okay. Never scritch. Never dig your fingernails that have Cheeto and all kinds of other Cheeto dust and things. And also, if you wear makeup, body paint, anything like that, never hug a fursuiter because if it rubs off, they're going to have to use something like Folex, carpet cleaners, to get it out, and it can sometimes take several applications.
That goes for a guy with a white coat, too. There's still some paint on this from Eurofurnace in 2007 I can't get out.
So the fursuiters, they do love to take pictures. How many people like to take pictures of fursuiters? With fursuiters, they do have a language. And like all the guys up here, if one of you, if someone wants to take a picture, what kind of imagery would you use to say I can take the picture? They can take a picture. You'll start posing. If you guys though are hot and you need to leave, what kind of symbols do you use or what signals do you use? If they start doing that and they start pointing, don't stop them. Does anybody know how hot the headpieces can get?
350! Triple digits.
900 degrees
The human body radiates 85% of its heat from 3 locations: the soles of your feet, the palms of your hands, and the top of your head. It's where most of your body heat goes. Most of it actually radiates from the top of your head. The head is now enclosed in these cute, smiling faces. When you enclose it, the temperature inside a head in a normal room will probably reach 120 degrees in less than 5 minutes. That's how hot it gets. We are not in a normal situation. We are in summertime where someone is actually walking around, jumping around, and moving in an exercise-like fashion. If they are not careful, the internal temperature of these heads can go between 130 and 150 degrees, but they don't know it. They don't realize it. So if they start doing this, and they're trying not to take their head off in public, please let them go where they need to go. We don't want them dying of a heat stroke. They're usually pretty good about letting themselves cool off, putting fans up to them, doing things to mitigate that. But if people keep them in places where they should not be, it is dangerous for them. So it is something unique among the furry fandom. Most people don't realize fursuiters do have special needs. They can actually pass out from heat exhaustion if we don't let them move to a cooling zone pretty quickly.
But also, when taking their picture, it is polite, just with anybody, to ask first. They will almost always say yes. It's extremely rude to go up and say, "Hey, kitty, can I take a picture there?" This big eye. You're laughing, but people do that. I mean, this poor guy's online. Give me up in the eye.
Also, there are times when fursuiters do pop their heads. Again, if it's an emergency and they are overheating, they will take their head off. They don't like to. But if you feel like you're going to pass out, you pop your head right where you are. If they do that, it is customary to never take their photograph. They don't like it. It's rude. You can always ask them, "Hey, is it okay if I take a picture of you headless?" Most of the time they will say no. They don't want it. But always ask if you see a headless fursuiter. Don't assume you can just kind of run up this public space because it's just not good anymore.
Elevators.
Elevators. Anthrocon and most furry conventions, but Anthrocon in particular, observe a very special elevator etiquette rule. Fursuiters are used, with the exception of people of limited mobility or other hotel guests. Fursuiters are always given priority on elevators. They have their own special line to get in there. Again, it's because they can overheat just standing there. We need to get them moving and get them upstairs. So when you see the door side allowing 3 to 5 fursuiters in and then other people filling afterwards, please don't yell at them. They're doing what we want them. We want these guys to be along. Guys and gals. There actually are guys and gals in fursuits, so we're not going to discriminate. Anybody have any questions about fursuits or etiquette?
Yeah, points to they're creating an illusion. Sometimes that illusion is a dear illusion. It's very, very real to us. So the character never fall in love with a fursuiter because you never know what's inside might look like it is.
There's some people that like that.
I know. Only one.
We'll talk about that in just a moment.
Oh. Yeah, I still got it. He wants it.
Everybody, big round of applause.